Hi, I went to Star Wars Celebration yesterday and I was filming all the vintage Star Wars toys, carded figures. Some were for sale, some were at auctions like Vectis and Hakes. And, so I got quite lost in that. Then I saw this at one of the sellers and they wanted 150 quid for it. So I kept it in mind and thought if it's still there after an hour or two, because I wanted to look around and see if there's something, you know, that piqued my interest a bit more. But this was something I kind of desired. And so I kept on filming vintage Star Wars figures and some of the modern figures as well. And this was graded UKG 80 as well. It's not the highest grade. It's obviously been played with a little bit, but still in pretty good nick. And bumped into Scuba and Manga Fanga Danga. That's Sai, that's Shabby's brother. So I went around with them for a couple of hours and told Scuba I wanted to go back and get this figure. So we went back and it was still there. The figure next to it had been sold, so I was a little bit nervous. I asked the guy if there's any wiggle room with the figure and the price, and he said 120, and I said okay, yep. Obviously he gave it to me to look at. Such a fantastic figure. I mean, this is 1978. It's a 12-inch C-3PO. I mean, the eyes are just amazing. There are a few areas where there's paint loss, but not in a major way. But still, such a cool figure. Just so golden and shiny. Brilliant figure. There's C-3PO feet. Little gap there. But the whole figure is just vac metalized. It's quite iconic, this. The amazing thing is the 96 C-3PO is probably worth more than this one. Look at that, just so shiny. There's a little bit of plastic there. I think it's holding that arm forward because this arm seems to be quite loose, or slightly more loose than the other arm, which hasn't got that piece of plastic there. Support. Got two huge things there. Very shiny gold figure. There's a couple of screws there, a bit rusty. Screw in the back, a screw in that region. But a very shiny figure. It says in the back, General Mills Fun Group, made in Hong Kong, 1978. So in the UK, this came either in a Palatoy box or a Dennis Fisher box. So you could get that in either box, plus the French Meccano, Kenner US, Kenner Canada, Clipper, I'm sure. So it's just a great figure. It's very nice, very golden, very shiny. 12 inches tall. I think all the figures were the same height apart from the Vader and the Chewie and the IG-88. Here's my loose C-3PO from childhood. But nice to compare the two. Gives you an idea how big this figure is. Obviously, when I got home from Celebration, I had to go tell Action Figure Grader what I bought and told him the price, and he said that's a great deal. So is that a justification? I don't know, but because I just bought that French Meccano re-ease, and now the next day after opening that, I bought this. But it's a great piece. I mean, it just looks huge and shiny and, in a way, glorious. Just such a nice figure. I mean, the head sculpt's amazing. The only thing I'd say is the mouth's a little bit too open. It should be a slightly more closed. But it's an iconic figure. The only 12-inch I had as a child was the Chewbacca, but when I bought the Chewbacca, I had the choice of either Chewbacca, C-3PO, or R2-D2, and I chose the Chewie. Maybe I should have really got the C-3PO. It's a much more golden figure. It just looks so great. It's hard to fit on the camera, really, but it's such a nice figure. Just so shiny and golden. This is the removable limbs C-3PO. But there's something about the shiny vac metalized C-3PO that's so cool. I need to get the retro collection in the 6-pack soon. Obviously not for a while. There's so much more detail on the 6-inch figure. But wow, shiny C-3POs. That's the way to go with this figure, is vac metallization. Just a nice piece. So let's take you in closer. Gorgeous figure. Just so cool. Painted in the torso there. See some of the wiring. The hands are nicely done. Gold on the inside as well. There, the feet. Cool. Such detail on this sculpt. And overall, it's a really good head sculpt. It's great. Beautiful. See a bit of chipping there, just there. Back of the figure. Nice. Great figure for the time. You can make out the Hong Kong General Mills Fun Group. Back panel. Back of the head. Just a great figure, this. You can see the hands are gold on the inside, not black. Just great. I did plan to buy something at Star Wars Celebration. I had 60 quid on me. I bought that GW acrylic case, and then when I bought this, I used £50 cash and paid the rest on card. There's the label. Star Wars C-3PO 12-inch series, 1978 Kenner, 80%. So pretty cool. I think I love its shininess, the iconic sculpt, the fact that it's so old, 1978, it's a long time ago. I'm thinking 45 years old now. Just a great piece. Super shiny. You can just about see the VTR card I have on stuck on my phone front. Just so nice, with that sculpting detail. great. So, very nice piece. I'll take some shots now and put that in another video. Anyway, I hope you like looking at that. That's what I picked up at Celebration. It's a very cool figure. The 12-inch C-3PO from 1978. Again, compared to the vintage figure, the size difference is quite significant. So I hope you like looking at that. Cheers, goodbye.